One of the fun things about hearing auditory hallucinations and the traumatic events that they installed in me is the things I constantly hear are constantly like, what about her? Are you still gonna marry her? And I'm like, let's see, that chick snitched on my best friend, set him out to murder me, honey trapped me, manipulated me, and then set me up to be overdosed and helped people set me up to be raped and everything else. What kind of a fucking relationship would that be? Sure, I'd enjoy living my life in a heightened sense of awareness. You know what I mean? I love the fact that I hear voices 24/7 from what these people fucking did to me. From the time I go to bed to the time I wake up, even right now, asking me dumb ass questions. Sure, I'd love to be in a relationship where I got a hog tire when I decide to go to sleep so I don't wake up dead. I would love the situation where all the meals that we ate I would have to cook because I would be afraid she would try to murder me. I would have to hide every pointy object in the fucking house. And at the ripe old age of 80, I could see her smothering my face with a goddamn pillow in my fucking sleep. Sounds like a great relationship. But don't worry, when she turns 40, because that was one of the honey trap manipulations, it's like, we can get married when we turn 40 if no one else marries us, because that's how fucking batshit crazy she is. She said, I was like, sure, bet, why not, before shit ever even happened. And right after she snitched on Michael and all that shit, the first things that she said was, I heard your voice outside my window. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not some kind of perv sick guy hanging outside your window. She's like, no, that's not what I meant. You know what I mean? Fed me little shit like people that dress together belong together, you know what I mean? When she snitched on Michael and people interrogated her about it back in the day, she was like, I snitched on him for love. No you didn't. Because I was the guy in between two guys. I was just the guy that said, hey, this douchebag's using you. He makes you carry the drugs. He's driving your truck. He's getting you high as fuck and leaving you places and ripping me off on cocaine and then letting me take you with me. Now, if I was a shitty person and I wasn't your friend, I'd probably end up beating the shit out of you or getting my money back out of you. So he ripped you off and then whored you out to me and stole your car is what happened. And then one day when I nodded out in the truck, fucking, she was beating me in the chest, thought I overdosed. I snap out of it to see this douchebag stealing her phone to leave me for dead and was going to leave her there with my dead body. So I broke her away from that relationship just for her to set me up and send my best friend out to murder me. What kind of situation is that? And then after the situation ran around and did a bunch of fuck shit to mind fuck me, traumatize me, and leave me for fucking dead. 2016. And then when her douchebag brother was hacking me, and I was out here all delusional talking to myself while I was getting high, she would listen into me and listen to the shit I would talk about from the traumatic events from 2016 and get all homicidal, cuckoo crazy. And then was out on a mission to help her brother. That's what her brother pretty much did. He heard the shit I was saying, listened to me, knew how she felt about the whole situation. It's like, here, listen to all this shit he says when he's high talking to himself from all the traumatic events you all did to him. And then, basically after that, check this motherfucker out. Then she ran around and was helping motherfuckers try to overdose me, set me up, and everything else. Again. A fucking again. Yeah, you don't love somebody when you hack them, stalk them, set them up the first time, try to murder them. That's just what it is. Alright? You don't do that to somebody you love. Regardless of anything. There's a deer over there. Down over in that field. But besides the deer, you can't... Oh, there's two. You can't claim to love somebody and do that shit to them. And, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Great idea! How about fuck you? People from a distance. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of shit I gotta live with because they used to do shit like that. For example, right over there in that backyard when they fed me LSD and acid and shit, he was out there fucking her to death with a fucking gun held to his head. The fake hostage situation of rapes, they tied her to a tree way back yonder screaming for Mount Me that way. Down over there is where they hit a fake dead body when they were spun out trying to convince me to get me to kill myself. Down there was really fucking bad where I was delusional out of my fucking mind. I had a seizure down there. She broke into my house because I smacked some heroin out of her hand. She broke in. I went to take a shit in the middle of the night. Heard something in the basement snap my floor. Her ass goes trucking along across the field, running over there wherever she parked her goddamn car. The dude that was helping her do this, because after that I threatened to punch her in the face. Because I seen her that night. She's like, you threatened to punch me in the face, and blah, blah, blah. Douchebag that lived up there followed the creek all the way down here just to set up his fake bodies. Do their rape, which wasn't a fucking rape. She was fucking in on it. She was loving it. If it was even really her, all I know is I seen a blonde chick, alright? But I seen her run out the back door. She was the one that snitched on me and everything else. Over there, here's how far out these people went to set me up. I seen some fat chick out there with blonde hair fucking a dog one night. Real chick out there getting fucked by a dog. There's a part to drive me crazy. That hillside over there, guy in a furry suit. Walking on the side of the hill like he was fucking Bigfoot while two other guys were shooting laser pointers at me and shit. Right here in my front yard, I come back from fucking Mount Zion on a run. There's a fucking clown in my driveway with an AK going like, follow me down this way. No, fuck you. Another one was a good one, is a chick in a wedding dress and a shitty 2x4 coffin they did down there. Over there, they made a crop circle. A fucking crop circle. Alright? Over there in this field over here, you know what they did? 2 people in the middle of the night in one of them horse suits that take 2 fucking people. One of my buddies was running around here tonight. I called the cops on him. I haven't yelled at the door. I'm not dealing with this shit tonight. You're a hallucination or you're not a hallucination. I'd always say, I don't know if you're a hallucination or not. Calling the cops tonight. I called the cops at night. I go up and see him the next day. He's all like, well, my girlfriend called the cops on me. He's all aggressive towards me and shit. Oh, and here comes my brother, so now I can't talk about none of this stuff because I'm crazy. Oh, never mind, it's just neighbors, new neighbors. Other things. Guy broke in there, stole a bunch of shit from our barn. He even presented one of the rings to me. Somebody went through our trash and stored it in that barn. Over there, I found the trash. Over there, I shut some kid in the fucking garage and laughed on my way out. I goes, haha, I got you. Went to the store. I come back, the door's open, all right? People used to hide up in there. What else do we got that I know was real people and not a hallucination? Oh, man, what else? This was one where they were planning on shooting me. Down over in that hill. You know how them hunters take sticks and set them up as like a stand to shoot me through a window? Well, my window used to be right there, and from the angle, it was directly set up for you could see me from there. And one of my attackers, Reynolds, even said, you know, sniper. So there was a guy, and one time, my mom told me, some random guy came out of the woods and knocked on the neighbor's house. I guess he got lost and confused. The first night I seen somebody in our backyard while I was dating this chick who was helping set me up. There's some guy in a white tee in the backyard. I sent my sister and my brother-in-law out there and said, hey, there's some guys. I'll stay here and cover you two. Go out there. And they grabbed their guns and ran out there about blew dude's head off. But he slipped away somehow. Don't know how he slipped away, but he slipped away. I had motherfuckers calling this the funny farm. From the city, they said this was the funny. Vandalized my blazer. What else? What fucking else? Killed my cat. Drugged my dog. Literally drugged my dog. You ever seen your dog stuck in a meth-induced psychosis? I fucking have. I definitely have. Killed one of our cats and threw its body on the road. All juggalos. You believe that?